adoption of theonomy will ensure the blessings of God according to the book of Deuteronomy and elsewhere. A people whose ethical foundation is the law of God are promised the blessings of God. But even if we want to speak pragmatically, theonomy would drastically reduce the size of our federal government, state governments, and even municipal governments. It would get the civil government out of our lives. It would destroy all sorts of these messianic regulatory agencies. So in a theonomic society, the vast majority of people who lived in it would be very happy to live there. I mean, the tax man wouldn't be seizing nearly as much money, and if people actually knew what the law of God taught, most people would be in favor of that because it would decentralize our civil government. It would punish those who need to be punished, and the whole general situation in society would be much improved. Of course, that's not the idea that is set forth by many of our liberal opponents who think that we're out to seize political control to produce some radical social change. That's what they do. They seize political control for radical social change. We're not in favor of that. We believe that society is much greater than politics. Politics is only a small part of society. We believe that godly change comes through regeneration, through godly families, godly churches, intermediate private institutions having nothing to do with the civil government, and volunteer work and that sort of thing. So we're not looking for some Ayatollah Khomeini civil government. We're at the opposite end of the spectrum from that. And the biblical principle of removing evil incrementally, little by little, is set forth in God's instructions to Joshua and, of course, his predecessor Moses. So in these cases, I think it's necessary to, first for the church, to educate the populace about the truth of the Word of God. The church is much more important than the state, although it has separate functions, just as the family does. So I need to make clear that we Christian Reconstructionists don't believe that all in one day, or even in 1 month, or even 1 year, or 10 years, or perhaps even a century, we're able to enforce the law of God as we would like to. We've been in an era of apostasy in this country for at least 150 years. We can't expect to turn things around overnight.